Back on. Now there's a lot of deception going on, especially in the news. They give you all these fakery and want the masses to believe that it's real. And I already told you there was coming a time where, the news gonna be so outrageous and stupid, the masses not even gonna see it because everybody's brain becomes soup. And we in that era right now as we speak. I'm gonna show you some of the things that they're bringing out right now on the masses. I'm gonna get into this one right here with the YouTuber that basically finding these, dead people from way back. I did a video on it. I don't know if it's the same people because they have a lot of people that they plant on YouTube faking the masses, talking about they investigating and they finding bodies in cars and all of these things. Nothing but a government work. Remember, they give you a lot of psyops in the past. And of course, they want the masses to continue to believe those stories is real. Now they give you these fake YouTubers talking about they're finding a solving case. We're going to get into this one to start it out. And I'm going to show you a lot of deception they have on the table. Make it run.
Just right down there is the pond.
This is the remarkable moment. A YouTuber broke open a case that had been unsolved for a decade.
You hear that, people? Unsolved case from a decade. A YouTuber come out of nowhere and just solve it. They tell you about the new technology that they supposedly have, that these people can now solve cases that the police couldn't solve. Listen, all fake for the masses.
In the water, a car belonging to 59-year-old Donald Irwin, an Army veteran who went missing in Missouri's Ozarks back in December 2013.
You hear that? December, basically in 2013, they said this one missing right here. Remember, this probably based on some fakery. They give the masses some kind of agenda. They pass with it. And of course, they don't want it to go away. They have to show you that a fake YouTuber find him right here. Pay attention.
What went through your mind?
I went through all the emotions.
And there you go right there. Look behind him. All bricks for Freemasonry. This is how they do it. And like I said, they plant a lot of government operators right there on these social medias. They're on TikTok. They're on Instagram. They're on YouTube. They're right there to brainwash the dumb people with some government agenda. These people is a part of it. You have to understand. They are part of the world stage. None of them is real. You think they're going to go out there about they're getting records and pulling out damn cars out of ponds that they claim somebody was missing in for 10, 20 years? Come on, people. It's trash. Don't believe in it. Move.
But at the same time, I knew I had a job to do.
James Hinkle's YouTube channel, Echo Divers, specializes
Echo Divers, and there you go, people. They're diving in waters, finding in bodies from years ago. Police couldn't solve the case, but they can right there. And running a YouTube channel is nothing but a brainwash. They're running on the
missing person cases. He's been looking into Irwin's case for the past year.
Just got on a map and just made a list of places that we thought we probably should go check.
You hear that, people? They just come up with a list of places where they thought they should go check. The police never have that. They never think about that. The police never think about checking these places. But they do. What kind of shit is this, people? Are you serious? They have more info on the case more than the damn police, more than the investigators that was on this case supposedly. Come on, people, don't believe these trash. Like I say, new age, everybody brain is soup. They're passing off all these fakery as real.
This team used a drone for the aerial search, retracing the route Irwin likely took the morning he went missing. Hinkle taking out his kayak once it looked like
He went missing, people. He just went missing. And these people, from way back, he missing from 2013. And these people can track his whereabouts and find him where he run off the supposedly, wherever he run off to get in this pond. And that's how they're going to find him. Pay attention to this fakery.
Could be in the water.
In the center of my kayak, I have sonar equipment mounted. And that sonar equipment allows us to...
supposedly technology, people. They're always going to tell you about this technology that doing these wonderful things. It's fakery. I guess it could get you more tied up with technology. The end of the world treatment and that they have for the masses is 2Ds right here. They're going to mold you all the way to the end of times. With all of these new shit that they're giving you, gonna let you accept it.
What's actually down inside the water. It is confirmed.
Look at this, people.
That is the vehicle.
After identifying the Hyundai Elantra as a match, the Camden County, Missouri Sheriff's Office and their cadaver dogs found remains in the pond.
Easy as that, people. Easy as that, the YouTubers solved the case.
With an
Look at
artificial
this.
hip consistent with the one Irwin had. But the discovery, Hinkle says, happened because of a very particular set of circumstances.
Listen.
The landowner had just baled up hay around this pond, and it was sitting at the top of the hill, and by itself, it rolled down the hill and went into the water. That hay bale acts as a filter and cleans up the water. If that hadn't have happened...
It's a joke, people. It's a 100% joke, this right here. If you believe it, you're just stupid. They can't fool everybody. This is fakery. 100%. And the more they do this, the more that YouTuber right here blow up on the masses. And guess what? They have agendas that they're going to use these characters that you believe in right now. They always do, people. They don't sit there and make puppet for nothing. They don't mold these people for nothing. You have to understand that. They have to use them to run agendas on you because you believe in them. They can't let that pass by. A matter of fact, that's the reason why they put on these characters, so you can believe in them. And then they can sell you the deception.
I could have flown over it and not seen the car.
After 10 years, Hinkle's team
10 years.
bringing closure to a
Take a
grieving
look,
family.
Have you been in touch with any of his family members?
Listen.
Yvonne is Donnie's sister, and she's been the driving force
And there
behind
you go, people. They also got contact with the families of that dude right there. You hear that? What a joke. I can't believe
the
it,
entire
people. It's a
time.
joke.
The first thing that I said to her was, I'm sorry that this is your Christmas present.
Wow. There you go. I'm sorry that this is your Christmas present. You see how they do, your people? It's nothing but fake what they give you on TV. Let's finish listening because he's making a fool of himself, trying to convince smart people of this dumb shit. Look.
And she was...
Look at him. Look at him.
She said, no, you gave me my brother back.
Wow. There you go, people. They got the brother back because they pull him out of the car, sitting there for 10 years with him in it. Guess now you got your brother back. You believe this thing? I told you, people, nothing but brainwash they bring you to the damn nose. Move.
Okay, so Alex, what do we know?
Wow, now take a look at this thing right here, people, on the newscast right here, the one that reporting. Take a look at it, people. Unbelievable that you sleep on these. Is that real? Is that a real human being? Is that a woman? Look at the neck, people. Unbelievable what we sleep the whole time when they put these characters on screen. What is they show you for people? These are not real humans. What is it, people? Wow, unbelievable. That's why a lot of times when you look at them, you have to call them out because you be like, that's not a woman. You have to find something to classify this as, because it's not a woman. So what is it, people? Unbelievable. Like I say, it's a scary thing when you go back deep and consider what these people could really be. The ones that doing the news, the ones that convince you of shit, bringing you deep into the brainwash of the satanic earth. What they really are, people, is scary. Watch this.
About the nature of Sean Williams' injuries.
Well, unfortunately, we're still just trying to piece this whole thing together, gathering as much information as possible from the U.S. Marshals. They're the only ones who can actually release this type of information. I called the jail itself, spoke to the jail administrator, the captain. They're not budging. Really, this has to come from the U.S. Marshals. So they have given us a few details, one of which is that he sustained what they're calling a puncture-type wound. I'm not entirely sure what that means.
So pay attention to what's going on right here, people. Some supposedly fugitive right there. They said they have him for all this time. I guess they capture him from a crime that he did before, and then they're trying to extradite him. And why they have him there in a hole? He escaped twice. This is the second time. I guess now he tried to escape the first time, and this time he trying to kill himself. That's why they're talking about puncture wound. Look at the coding right there. That's the number 9 with the swirl right there. This is how they do it. Nothing real on TV. Pay attention to the supposed prisoner right there that giving them a lot of trouble. Keep escaping, and now he's trying to kill himself. Nothing but a show for the people.
Akin to a stabbing, but that's what they're calling it. They say...
Where is the stab? Where is the stab? You can't even see nothing, people. What is this they're bringing you? Where did he stab himself? In the foot? Somebody trying to kill himself by stabbing himself in the foot? Where did he stab himself, people? This is a joke right here. Nothing but fuckery. they give the masses with these fake characters. Look.
The administrators were able to rush into that jail cell. They were able to stabilize him and take him to a hospital.
How they know that he was stabbing himself to rush in there? What a damn joke. I guess he picked the wrong time to kill himself. It's a fake shit. Watch this.
He wasn't in there for very long, released just this afternoon. He's back in jail now. And as for the actual weapon that he used on himself, that much is not clear. The U.S. Marshals say they're still investigating.
I guess they can't find the weapon that he used to kill himself, to try to kill himself. I guess they can't find it. Or they did never tell these people what did he use to stab himself. The suicide attempt. It's a joke, people. Like I tell you, you can't stab yourself to death. It's gonna be a hard task. You understand that? Well, I guess you could cut a main vein and bleed out. But this is bullshit right here for the masses. 100% fuckery.
So he is a slippery little fella.
He's a slippery little
this
fella.
Is what? Escape attempt number, 3, allegedly?
Right on the money. Escape number 3, Freemasonry. But take a look at him, people. What is this right there? Staring dead on at the camera. Nothing real about it. All they bring the masses is fakery. Wow, unbelievable. I guess he tried to stab himself somewhere in the head because that's the only place you see some kind of blood. Fakery for the masses right here.
Yeah, that's right. The first one happened earlier this year. It was an attempted escape. It wasn't very successful. He was able to be apprehended outside that Washington County detention facility. The second one, Ashley, is the one that we all remember, right? That was the big chase beginning in October.
Yes.
As you mentioned, about 34 days later, 700 miles south from where he originally
He just called 7 when he called another 7 again. 3, 4, and then he mentioned 7. Pay attention, it's a fakery. 100%. So guess is his new mugshot right there in the middle. Don't believe nothing on TV. They bring you these things to fog your brain, fog your mind up from what's really going on. You're never gonna understand it's the end times. That's why they're doing all of this shit right here. To build up the end times. First they got to do the depopulation. That's what they're working on. And if they have to use the news to prep you up for these things that gonna happen, that's what they're doing.
Escaped. He was apprehended in just outside of Tampa, Florida. In that case, he actually kicked out the window of his transport van and fled on foot. And he made it a heck of a long way before getting caught.
34 days. I mean, that was something else. He was captured in Pinellas County, the amazing 7-Eleven employee who said...
You hear that, people? He mentioned 7-Eleven. Wow. After they mentioned 34 days, people. Wow, you don't get it. That's 777. That's a coding right there. That's what they do. You have to understand that. 7-11. Remember what that is. 11-7, 77. And he mentioned the 3 and the 4. That's the 777.
I recognize that guy, and they called him in and they caught him. And then it was a bit of an aggressive arrest, obviously.
They know it's bullshit, people. The people that read the news, these fagabats on the screen, they know it's fakery. They just find a way to make you convinced that it's actually a real event.
Were involved, K9, and so he got a bit banged up.
K9 is another coding right there, 11-9. You understand? Listen.
So he has been, you mentioned it, he's been in U.S. Marshal custody all this time. I didn't realize that. I thought that the U.S. Marshals were part of the arrest, the capture, and then he went into the appropriate jurisdiction. But he's actually been with the U.S. Marshals ever since that Pinellas County capture.
Right, and I think that's for a number of reasons. The first one being what you just mentioned, that interstate escape in which he had to be corralled and captured and brought back into custody. But then on top of that, he's also a prominent figure in 2 different federal civil cases accusing the Johnson City Police Department.
And of course, they mentioned Johnson City. That's coding for 33. Listen.
Johnson City, Tennessee, of actually covering up some of his sex crimes. Those are trials that haven't even happened yet, that are still under investigation. Johnson City PD and Johnson City itself have denied those claims. But even still, there's multiple trials and multiple cases that surround Sean Williams right now.
Yes, because it is a hoax, a fake character they bring on the scene for the dumb masses. Like I say, they're always going to have these people on the screens. And later on, what happened, they're going to give you the court case live to keep your mind fogged up from what they're doing to you right now. Move.
Police confirming Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene was the victim of another swatting incident at her home in Georgia.
So take a listen to this right here, people, because most of these things that they're giving you connect to the politics, the elections and all. This brainwash time is coming soon with this election. So yes, they're prepping you up. All fakery they give the masses, 100%. So they tell you that this right here, this congresswoman right here got swatted. Remember, I did a little clip on in my podcast about this supposedly, Jewish people that got swatted. People calling the SWAT on them and they got swatted so people can watch it live on some kind of live stream. We're going to talk about this right here because I already told you what swatting is. It's a fake shit from the government. They're the one who give you that shit. With supposedly Chris Brown getting swatted a few times in his home, all kind of shit. And these gamers, somebody sitting there home and just call it SWAT. That's not how it is. You don't call SWAT. You can call 911 or you can call your local police if you have the number supposedly. You don't have no number to SWAT. Do you get it? So a regular person can't call no SWAT. The police is what you call and then they decide if it's a SWAT situation. Then the police would have called in the SWAT. Basically, for more, more technology or more, more advanced, supposedly people. You understand that? They have the technology, supposedly, to basically spy on them or go into the building and all of them things. So therefore, a regular person can't call SWAT. All of this shit right here is fakery for the dumb masses. Swatting, government fakery.
Writing in a post on X, I was just swatted on Christmas with my family here.
There you go. Put it on X. Like I said, that's the reason why they do it. It's according. X is according. And they're going to show you all these sodomites interacting on there. Yes, he say just got swatted on Christmas Day. What a fucking fake shit. You a fly. That's why you got swatted. Fake on.
Swatting happens when someone makes a false report of a crime in progress to draw police to a certain location.
Yes, to police to a certain location, and then the police have to make sure that that shit is real. What you think? The police have to be there and make sure it's real before they call in SWAT. If that was the case, you would have the number straight to call SWAT and not the police. According to the situation, you would have decide which one you need to call. But like I say, the SWAT don't come in unless the police confirm that there is a situation that they can handle. Just like you don't see the military in the street unless it's a situation that the police can handle and they call them in.
Confirmed a call was made to the suicide hotline claiming that a person had shot his girlfriend.
A suicide hotline and you bring in SWAT? Get out of here. Move.
Threatening to kill himself at Green's address. Green's local security liaison decided officers were not needed and the police response was then canceled.
What a dumb shit for the masses. Like I said, they're fogging up your brain with all of these things, especially now when it's election time. As you can see, like I said, red and blue is what they use for the division scheme on the masses. And that's what they have right there. Publicized on the masses in the red clothing, and you hold up the Biden sign, which is in red and blue. Wow.
Brittany wants to overcome with...
Take a look at this right here, people. Pay attention to this woman right here that they claim they're charging for abusing the corpse because of some kind of, miscarriage. Like I said, these things tied to their laws and their rules that they have on the table, especially now when the election coming close. They're giving you all of these shit right here, fogging the masses' brain. Listen, one eye symbol right there, because they're fooling the masses. And who is this in this ugly plaid clothing? It's just Freemasonry.
Brittany wants to overcome with emotion after learning her case is moving forward. Wants is charged with felony abuse of a corpse, accused of trying to plunge a toilet after having a miscarriage delivery at 22 weeks.
Listen, people, a miscarriage delivery. And then you use a plunger. What does that mean? What do you mean plunge the toilet? There was plunge in the toilet. What kind of dumb shit is that, people? That explain nothing? Again, listen.
Felony abuse of a corpse, accused of trying to plunge a toilet after having a miscarriage delivery at 22 weeks while using the restroom.
This 33...
Okay, bam. She said 33. Hold on, man. Let me see again.
While using the restroom.
This 33-year-old girl with no...
Right on the money, people. She's supposed to be 33, as you could see that woman with the orange hair, also 33 in numerology. But pay attention here, people. They're fucking with the masses. 100% in. Tied to your Roe versus Wade again. Like I said, they have so many things on the table now to kill a baby. You worry about abortion. They have the morning after pill And they also have the abortion pill. So that's why they give you all these drama with the Roe versus Wade. They already know it's depopulation time. Bam.
Criminal record is demonized for something that goes on every day.
Yeah, that it goes on every day. Wow.
Those are just some of the details a grand jury in Trumbull County, Ohio is weighing as it decides whether to indict a 33-year-old medical receptionist with felony abuse of a corpse.
And it's a medical receptionist. Pay attention here, people, where they're going with this shit.
For actions after having a miscarriage.
Okay, you have a miscarriage.
In September, Brittany Watts became one of the tens of thousands of Americans who suffer the trauma of miscarriage every year.
You hear that, people? And don't worry about it. They don't want to tell you right now, but I'm going to tell you, because I don't miss. You're going to have more miscarriages now, more than ever. You listening? You're going to have more basically miscarriage right now in these times. That's the times now, like I mentioned, depopulation. That's what they're doing. It's going to be harder for a woman to carry two the babies. Now, a lot of people, when I mention these things, they will say, man, I know there's a lot of pregnant women out there. I'm like, oh, you know they're going to really have the baby? Of course they're pregnant. Oh, you know that the baby going to survive the whole 9 months and born and everything fine. You don't know. So might as well you don't count that yet. You understand what I'm saying, people? Because I told you, it's too much going on. They punch up the masses with these dangerous juices. Everything they have a remedy for. They have you plugged up. They have you chipped up. Everything going on. So what you think, people? Most of these babies not even going to survive past 1 year old. Well, they're going to have sudden death the syndrome and everything come back in play. Because they're injecting 6-month-old babies. And also the mom from they're pregnant. So what do you think, people? The world is heading for destruction.
But a few facts made Watts' trauma distinct. Nearly 22 weeks pregnant, Watts had a rare natural second trimester miscarriage.
You hear that, people? A rare, and they mention natural. What a joke. What is natural about that, people? You better wake your ass up. There's nothing natural happening there. If the woman gonna have a miscarriage, I'll tell you what happened. Yes, it's supposed to be chemical. Any little thing can trigger off that baby to die. You have to understand that. The mom doing a lot of things that the system put around them. Yes, so one of those affect the baby enough to kill it. Go back.
Nearly 22 weeks pregnant, Watts had a rare natural second trimester miscarriage. And it happened 15 months after the Supreme Court overturned Roe v. Wade, allowing state after state to criminalize not only abortions, but pregnancy itself.
Bam. You hear that, people? Criminalize even pregnancy itself. Like I mentioned, it's depopulation time. We talk about the China law from back in the days where they kill one of 2 girls or any girls. You can't have more than one. They will kill one. And it's normal for them. It's even normal for the rest of the people because they hear it and they say, yeah, okay, it's China. But wait, people. They're having something similar here when they mention these supposedly laws that they put in place. Now you talk about abortion gonna be illegal. But yes, you have a problem with people getting pregnant. That's the reason why I told you they're going to have a lot of miscarriages now. They don't want no baby to born.
The various outcomes that come with it. For those reasons, Watts' doctors spent 8 hours debating the ethics of treating Watts.
You hear that?
Even after they determined the pregnancy was not viable.
You hear that, people? The pregnancy was not valuable. Meaning that the baby is dead. And they're still debating if they're going to do the abortion or not. You hear that, people? All bullshit for the masses. I already told you what it is. It's confusion for your brain here in this time. Because remember, I already told you it's tied to election. Who going for the abortion, who's not. All of that shit is confusion in Babylon. And that's how they get the people to buy in. Your confused mind, that means you don't know shit. And then they come in and tell you what's law. Why you think they mention the Supreme Court? It's all about laws that they made. You can't live in this world without they have a law backing you up and keep you in a guideline, a damn box.
The nurse who reportedly rubbed Watts' shoulders and told her everything would be okay after her miscarriage? Well, she reported Watts to the police.
You hear that, people?
Earlier this month.
You hear that, people? They tell you that the nurse that did it, basically, the nurse that was there with her, reported that she had the miscarriage and tried to plunge it down the toilet.
Watts told the Washington Post, quote, I am grieving the loss of my baby. I feel anger, frustration, and at times shameful. She's not alone. From Kate Cox to Amanda.
There you go, people. They all fakers. I did a video on this one. I don't remember this one, but I just recently did a video on this one. They all fakers. 100% fakers pushing this Roe versus Wade bullshit that they have on the masses. And I already told you, it don't matter which one of the direction you take, you're trapped. Remember, they might tell you that abortion is illegal, but because they have more ways to kill babies, the people who say, yes, we want to be free to do whatever we want with our body, you're wrong, you're dead wrong. You never come up with that shit to suck the baby out your body. You never did. So the government actually put it there and tell you, yes, if you use it, is your free will. No, people, like I mentioned, they can put options on the table and you choose. You never use your free will. Why you have to use something that they make? Because you're in the damn box. That's what it is. You can't use nothing else but what they bring to the table. Like I mentioned about people trapped in cages. Animal trapped in cages is the same thing as us. We trapped in this world. The only thing we have as our access is things that they give us. We don't have nothing unless they give it to you. You're living in a cage. You can twist it up, you can fix it up and make something different, but you have to use the same ingredients that they produce right here in this earth. You're trapped in here. So pay attention to what they're doing right here. Nothing but mind fucking you with all of these people. They're fakers. 100%. Just to prove a point and put an agenda out there.
Rowski. Women in red states across the country are showing us how dire things can get.
There you go, people. They mention red state like I don't tell you what you think it is. It's all about the election, politics, bullshit, politics. That's all they do, people. Listen again.
Kate Cox to Amanda Zarowski. Women in red states across the country are showing us how dire things can get when courts become the arbiters of whether you live, die, or face charges.
You hear that, people? That's what the world is. Wow, they're dumb people. Are they trying to mock us about the court deciding life and all of that shit? What you think? Is the court tell you if they're gonna have death penalty in that state? What you think, people? Is the court decide? They decide if you live or die with every damn thing. It sounds dramatic, but that's what it is. These people that they put in place, they're the one who decide if you live or die. Wow, unbelievable. Go back. That's what it is in a nutshell.
Red states across the country are showing us how dire things can get when courts become the arbiters of whether you live, die, or face charges while pregnant.
Wow.
Joining me now, Minnie Timaraju, President and CEO of Reproductive Freedom for All, formerly known as
Listen, people, Reproductive Freedom for All. That's a hoax, people. You have to understand. They don't want to do none of that. They want to basically sterilize everybody. You have to understand. That's a part of the mass juicing. That's why they juice up everybody. You have to get it. That's part of it right there. Most people never gonna be able to have babies.
Pro-choice America. Minnie, thank you for being here tonight. This case, this Watts case is beyond enraging.
Wow, fumbling and
it's infuriating, and it's just like her attorneys were arguing in court. This is a woman who is going through something that hundreds of thousands of women have gone through, right? Problems in pregnancy, miscarriages. She should be treated with compassion, with dignity, with care. But because of this climate and environment we're in now, post-Dobbs, this is the America that has been wrought, right? This is a climate where doctors and administrators were clearly afraid to make a decision, and she's now being punished for it.
Well, I was about to ask, so why are, I mean, this, I'm no doctor, I'm no lawyer.
So, let's try to understand it. So guess what? She couldn't get the abortion done. So the miscarriage happened, and then they're gonna find her for what the fuck is they talking about, people? So they want to blame it on the supposedly fact that they couldn't get the abortion done. So now the baby start coming out of her in the toilet and she trying to plunge it in the toilet or whatever they're talking about. And that's why they're charging her. Listen, it's bullshit, people. Like I said, it's putting this agenda out there. More discussion on it, everything for the masses. It's all to build you up, people. It's nothing different from what they was doing. Some state, you can't get it done because it's red. The next state, you can get it done because it's blue. This is how they do it.
This is astounding on its face. So why are prosecutors who are supposed to have judgment and discernment, why are they bringing these cases? Why is Ms. Watts on trial here?
You know, this is a case where our colleagues at the organization If, When, How are working really closely with her attorneys, with Brittany Watts' attorneys, and they've made the case that this prosecutor has the discretion to drop this case. So it is a really big, important question. We are asking through our various colleagues and networks to weigh in with the prosecutor's office to drop the case, put pressure on the governor's office. But look, there has been a history of criminalizing pregnancy in this country.
Wow. Let me tell you something that you don't understand, people. You see, once they get these things out there, it's like everybody gonna get a piece of it. They want this subject out of there, people. Just like with the transgenders, they want it out there. Whether you're saying good or bad about it, they just want it out there. Just like back in the day where they're bringing out the gays and all of these things now. Now it's stable now. Job well done. They have the gays right there and you can't say nothing about it. You can't even say you are heterosexual because you violate a gay man. It's the same type of shit, people. Once they bring it to your attention, now they can let you understand it the way they want it to. That's how it is. Like I mentioned, abortion is wrong on any level you can go on. There is nothing natural about killing a baby. Therefore, when a woman start holding a sign and said, my body, my freedom, and all of this shit, it shows that they're stupid, 100% dumb, and they're still in the system because they give you abortion and say, yes, you can do it. There's laws attached to it. Do you get it? So they still control you. Even though the government make a machine, a vacuum to suck the baby out because they need those fetuses. They need all of that shit that they take from your belly when the baby is in there. They suck everything out and they keep it. You have to understand that why you think they make that, the abortion machine, so you don't have abortion on your own and baby waste. They want it. All of them things they put in place so they can get those fetuses. All the things that surround the baby inside the mama gut. That's what they want. That's why when you're pregnant and have a baby in the hospital, they take these things, they keep them. That's what they want. They want the fetuses. They want the placenta. They want all of these things. They're doing a lot of things with these things to keep them powerful and alive. You have to understand that abortion will never go away. You have to remember that the government is responsible for it. So the woman is never free or have no freedom for doing an abortion. The government make the vacuum to suck the baby out. The government make the morning after pill. They make the abortion pill. Why they did that? And I already told you in those states that they ban abortion, you can get over the counter, basically, morning after pill. You hear me? And also the abortion pill, they serve them up. So don't worry about it. They're not stopping birth. They're not stopping supposedly abortion. They just give you more option. You got it? Yes, another mag bam. Shout out to all my peoples, man, all my Patreon, all my peoples on the Spotify podcast, man. Always much respect. I'm on the run.